Today I have one buyer getting back to me saying that his DMG screen is not centered, right? So I'm kind of I was thinking about why it is so. Immediately, the first thing I would suspect is the screen lens, right? This outside layer of glass, right? Because most of the original ones, they are I mean 100% they have plastic screen glass, and then over the years it's been scratched. So every time I will replace the glass with a new one. Of course, the new one is not from Nintendo; it's from some third-party factory, and it's made of glass, so that the kind of scratch we can get is much lesser. It's more scratch resistant than the original one. That is the only thing I replace. So immediately I kind of suspect this. Well, how can this make the screen not centering? And what do we mean by actually screen not centered, right? Let me show you that. Right, so it's basically when the screen is in normal display, it doesn't really show anything. It doesn't there's no way to see the so-called centering issue, and then it's only when we turn the contrast all the way to black, right, then if we compare the gap between the edge of the pixels, actually the screen is larger than this viewing window, but if we compare the edge of the last pixel to this, and then the how can I turn on the light, right? So this gap and this gap and this gap, they are not of equal width, right? That is what the buyer mean by screen centering, right? So that for this issue, right, I immediately suspect the third party this screen glass, right? Because if it is made in a way that the width of this part is not exactly the same as width of original screen glass, let's say is the gray color, in fact it is painted on. If we peel this, we can see that it's painted on back of the glass. So if the width of the gray color bezel, let's say is wider than it's supposed to be, then the so-called gap will seems to be narrower, and it is of course narrower, then the gap will be wider, right? So I'm thinking that there's some tolerance issue on this screen glass. So that's why I take out this unit. Why can I use to calibrate against this unit? Because this the screen glass is actually original from 1990s, right? How do I know that? How am I sure about that? If I show you this side, yeah, we can kind of see the residual glue, right, on the screen glass, and there are some residual glue over here on the shell and residual glue over there on this part, right, and they actually match, right? So you see this curve and this, sorry, I need to adjust according to, and this curve, they're actually matching, right? So they are binding together, right? So that, and also indeed the glue, the yellow color glue, is kind of dry until this kind of feeling is not something that we can replicate using a fresh new glue and let it dry for some while. You open up, it feel, I don't find any glue that is look and feel the same as 30 years ago glue. Yeah, so this is definitely 100% original screen cover, right? And then when I use this screen cover and I turn it on, and I see the same uneven gap, right? the left side gap is definitely wider than right side gap, and top is wider than the bottom gap, and yeah, so it seems like back then Nintendo's device, they are probably not able to manufacture until that kind of precision level. And I also viewed the DMG video of some other YouTube channel, right? When they display their when they show off their units, I kind of pay attention to the gap. Yeah, it seems like everybody's having that different uneven so-called gap issue. So that is my conclusion at this moment. But let me know if you have a different different understanding or different idea of this. Yeah, I'm curious to know. Thank you.